Today I want to take a look at how to create a redirect in SharePoint Online. We have a few potential methods. We'll go through and check them all out, exploring the possibilities, seeing which ones are feasible. First, we'll do a modern content editor web part with JavaScript. We'll do a modern content editor with a meta refresh. And you know what? Let's go ahead and expand this a little bit. We'll do SPFX Banner with JS, and we'll do SPFX Banner with meta refresh. Now, for those who aren't familiar, meta refresh is a very old way of redirecting prior to JavaScript being invented, and it lives in the header of the page. It's a HTTP header. And we'll see if we can introduce those with a banner or with a modern content editor. And finally, we'll look at the redirect site template. This is something that actually Microsoft does when you rename sites in the admin center. So we'll go ahead and start with method number 1 and see what we can do. So this is going to be a modern content editor with JavaScript will be the first test. So here we are looking at a demo site. We're going to go ahead and edit the home page. We're going to bring in on our web parts. Yeah, we got the news, cool, okay. We have the modern content editor web part. There it is, very nice. There's a little description about it. Version 1001, cool. And we'll click the component over here, yes. And we'll grab a little bit of programming code about how we might want to do that redirect. And yeah, you know what though? We're going to dress it up with some search replace. So taking the code that we have, hit the Control H and do a quick search replace to shorten up those escape sequences. So yeah, if we did JavaScript like this, that should redirect the page. I'll go ahead and republish to see what happens. All right, so here we are looking at demo page. Modern content editor with JavaScript is our first method that we're using. Let's kind of see what happens. Page loads, does not do any redirect. Okay, we'll edit the page, take a look. Well, there's a script tag. That does look like an assignment to a URL. Okay, republish it. Watching the F12 console, clearing stuff out, reload and watch the F12. Yep. Okay. Yeah, that did not do anything for us on the modern content editor with the script tag. I just want to make sure we're not missing anything. There's anything we can do better, but we'll do a console.log hello. See if we can output anything on the console for a little bit of troubleshooting. That's fine. Okay, put in the script tag, hello on each side, see what happens. Aha, we've got it. There was a typo on my part. I needed to do the / closing of the script tag. Well, there you go. Method number 1, it can be done. You can do a modern content editor and you can put that into your page. All right, cool. Now we need to go ahead and remove it from the site, which is going to be a fun challenge. Given that we have this thing redirecting, how specifically are we going to remove it? It's a little bit of a fun puzzle. Because we put in our redirect code, and whenever we navigate the page, it's going to take us out of that pretty quickly. So, yep. This is site pages home.aspx ? Contents equals 1. Let's see what happens here. Modifying the web part page. Well, it's a modern page, so it may not do much for us. Okay, hang on there for a second. Get it into edit mode. Very nice. Delete modern content editor, republish. Okay, cool. So now we're hanging out, and yeah, so method number 1, success. Very nice. Very nice. All right, cool. Now, method 2, modern content editor with a meta refresh. Not really sure we need this given that we have JavaScript working, but in being in our research, we are going to research all angles. We want to be thorough. We want to learn. This is how we're going to learn. So come back over to this one, put in that closing script tag, clean things up a little bit. Now here we have a meta tag, which is self-closing. So we'll go ahead and clean that up a little bit. Meta refresh, content 0, URL that we want. Cool, okay. So can we do it with a meta tag? For whatever reason, we didn't want to use JavaScript. Maybe, how does that work? Wow, it does work, and it works really well. So as soon as we hit the home page, I'll load that home page and get the meta refresh tag. There it is. Came in quick. All right, let's go back. See if we can slow it down just enough to grab the edit experience and throw away the web part. Get us back on steady footing, no redirect. Cool. Meta tag, also success. Now these are homepage only. So yeah, I might actually add some notes over here just for a little bit of comparison. Homepage only. Single ASPX file. All right, so our scope is kind of limited on that one. It works, but it's homepage only. Now, a banner. What can we do with a banner? This is a little bit of a different method. We'll go over here to PowerShell and check out some code. Got our URL, gonna open a connection, gonna put down a script tag as part of the message, enroll a banner. Yeah, okay, looks pretty good. Let's see what happens. So we'll go and get our login pop-up window that happens in the background. Did not like the formatting of the JSON string. Fair enough. That's because I'm escaping it the way that you would escape PowerShell, not the way you would do escape sequences for JSON. I agree with you, error message. Good point. Okay, clear it out, put it in. Different escape sequence. It did register the banner. And if I take that and echo back the values, yeah, sure enough, there it is. All right, so it knows about it. We registered it as a banner. Now grab a new tab. We'll take our home page and reload it. Don't see too much happening. Don't see too much happening right now. Message banner app. So the banner was not in the site contents, and I would expect it to be listed on site contents. So let's see what we can do here. Message banner, faded icon, looks like it's still installing it. This is the SPFX app that hosts it, which will then read the JSON message. Load it in. It's the second time. So we have a banner up here, and this time I marked it in red. Window location, href script tag. Okay. Trying to put a script redirect tag into the banner. It's not executing it. Site URL. Okay, let me just take this out for a minute, and we'll debug a little bit. We'll just put the word hello down. Save. That's persisted. Okay, fair enough. Add a script tag with it. Nah, it doesn't really like having the script tags in there, does it? I'm gonna have to say this one on the banner with the script tag is a fail. I don't think that's actually going forward. Does not appear to be working in my test case. Maybe there's something else to do to turn it on. Maybe not. Let's try the meta refresh. So coming back over to the banner itself, and this time we want to grab the meta refresh tag. Why don't we keep our hello meta in here? All right, so we are able to influence it. We are able to make changes. Whoa! That went through really quick. It immediately redirected me. Not even sure it allowed me to save it. Before I could hit the save button, it had already redirected me. That's snappy. Oh, wow. Okay, so it's like not even possible to edit. The thing like disappears as fast as it was there. Coming into our configurations, get custom action. Okay, remove PNP custom action. Why don't we take out the one that's there? Both of them. There's duplicates. All right, so we got a clean start now. Clean home page. Nothing's registered. Coming back empty. Cool. Go into our code. Let's take out the script tag. No, not JavaScript. We're gonna go the 1995 way. We're gonna put in a meta tag. Now, with that, we need to be a little clever on our escape sequences. We're gonna need a backslash on this one to get things lined up correctly. And by the way, I'm not gonna need that one because that was our failed test case, so why even hang on to it? We're not gonna do two methods. We're gonna have the meta refresh way. All right, take this and execute. Here we go. So we created one banner. It's using the meta refresh. Here we go. There it went. It completely reloaded. That is so cool. Now, it's subtle, so I'm going to try to pause it. But when the page loads, there it is. There's the banner. It's a 10 pixel tall with a red background color, and it is successfully redirecting. We don't really want to see that red bar though. So let's make the height 0, 0. The background color can be, well, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, RGB. This could be black with 0 pixels. That's good actually. We'll do a get. It's out there. We'll remove it. Fair enough. Do another get. Get. Yep, it's completely removed. Take the whole script from the top, run the whole thing. Here we go. And we see one item installed. We're going to go back and grab the home page. There it is, making the redirect again. And we should not even see the red bar. Yeah, it's not even showing now. I can do this over and over again. No red bar, and it redirects us out. That's really cool. Now, what's interesting about this with the banner, the reason this is actually important, and this is the part for you guys to remember. If we go to a different part of the site, it still works. This is not homepage only. This is no longer homepage only. This is something that we can use in lots of places. Like, look at that. The site contents is redirecting. If I try to get back over here to site contents, bam, it redirects. Wow. If I go to one of the document libraries, there's the home page. It's going to redirect for sure. So if I go to a document library, if I go to site contents, well, this is a child site, so this actually is doesn't apply. It'd be like the one exception. But site assets, there it is. It redirects on a library. It redirects on a home page. It redirects on site contents. So site contents is a system page. Bam, redirects. Here's another one for the home page. Bam, made the redirect. And yeah, even like site assets, which is a document library, that was hitting redirect too. So it doesn't really matter. You can grab a library anywhere. That's very comprehensive. That's the one that you really want. So here we're going to say success, full site, all pages, including system pages. When we use site contents for our test case on that. So that is our favorite right now, is the banner with the meta refresh. Now, the final one, number 5, is a redirect site template. That's kind of an interesting. Come in here to demo, and it's making the redirect. Well, that's all well and good. If you rename your site in the admin center, it will create a type of a redirect. It's a site template actually. So we're going to go through and do that real quick. I actually made a special site called Jeff Demo 2. And this is the one that we are going to rename in the SPO admin center. And when we do that, it will create a special redirect site template. So coming into Admin Center, grabbing that one item only and doing edit. And we're going to change it from Demo 2 to the oh so creative Demo 3. Perfect. We rename a site collection to Demo 3. It says allow 10 minutes for your change. Doesn't really take that long, just a disclaimer. So I type in Demo 2, and then it redirects me to Demo 3. How is it doing that? What magic is behind this? So we'll come over and we're going to grab a new script file. And in this new script file, we're going to connect to the admin endpoint. And we're going to say get PNP tenant site. Okay, we're going to go ahead and take those and execute and see what we have. And so this gives me the list of all the sites on the tenant. If I filter for the word demo, what you're going to notice is that the original is a redirect site #0. And then here's the new one as Demo 3. So this is a real site. This one, however, is an empty placeholder. Different kind of thing. Different kind of thing. So how do they do that? What's inside of that? What makes it work? So if we go over here to TS1, enumerate all the properties, kind of check things out, take a closer look. Is there anything we see about this that stands out? Not too much, really. On our demo site, Demo 2 is called a redirect site #0 for template. Fair enough. Cool. What does that mean? How does it know? How does it know where to go? What's inside of this thing? I'd like to connect and learn a little bit more about it. So let's do that. We'll grab the URL for that one particular site. And we're going to change up our code a little bit. Unauthorized access exception. Does not want us to connect into that particular site. Very interesting. So I wanted to connect and look at the property bag. What's the property bag going to look like? See, now the problem with that is that's actually on our admin endpoint. So when I try to get the properties, I'm looking at the admin site. But when I go over and check out this redirect site, it won't let us. It won't allow it. There's no connection to doing PowerShell with these kind of sites. It means they're a black box. It means it's kind of unknown. So while this is successful in doing a redirect, it's off limits to customization. So, I mean, we cannot modify the URL or property bag. My guess, there's a property bag that holds the URL of where it's supposed to go. They don't want us to see it, touch it, or modify it. So it's a system area we can't really change. All right, makes it sort of off limits for what we're doing. So ultimately, this first one is kind of a success. Limited scope, single page, if you want to put down a web part. The banner.js is not supported. It does not allow JavaScript in the banner. But when you bring out the old 1990s tricks and you put a meta refresh tag into a banner, then with this code here, we are able to redirect an entire site collection from SharePoint Online to anywhere we want to go. Now, this, of course, could be another SharePoint site in the same tenant, right? So this could be another SP site on the same DNS host. It could be a different tenant. This could be used in tenant-to-tenant migrations. So, you're doing a tenant-to-tenant migration and you want a different DNS, this scenario would support that. And then finally, anywhere. You just want to send a URL to some other website, feel free. Anything you put in there, it will pick it up and run with it. Be sure to set these things to 0, and that will make it hidden as far as the user visibility for that blink when it just shows on the screen briefly. So it is possible to do a redirect in SharePoint Online, and this will catch all pages. It'll catch the system pages, site contents. It'll catch the document libraries, the list, the home page. It'll catch anything in that particular site, and it's easily controlled, easy to deploy. This is the code for deploying it that we're looking at for the PNP to establish the banner. And I guess just giving a little bit more detail for you guys, coming back to the site itself. There actually was in the demo, just briefly, let's see here. There is a app catalog, and there it is, message banner SPPKG. That's the solution we need, message banner SPPKG. Because you need to have that as the SPFX backing that makes all of this possible. And I'll actually go ahead and uninstall it for a moment, just to show the full circle. How I switched context. I'm back over to the admin site. Let's get our context right. Okay, there it is. Yes, we'll remove. Yes, yes. Echo it back. Nothing's there. Beautiful. All right, what I wanted to show you guys is from an install perspective, if you're starting brand new, yes, you put this SPPKG into your catalog, either tenant-wide catalog or I guess site collection catalog if you're targeting one. But after loading the SPPKG and before you go do the PowerShell, you think those are the only steps. Like, oh, I put it in the catalog and I ran the PowerShell. Well, that's 2 out of 3. The third step is this guy right here. You need to see it on your site contents page, and if it's not there, you need to do New App. When you click New App, you're going to see a lot of different choices, and this is where it would present the banner, but this is already done, so it kind of hides out at the bottom. So anyway, there's 3 steps. Catalog 1, add it to the site contents, 2, and then 3 is the PowerShell. So PowerShell is actually the final step. And just to show it again, here it is, not running, nothing on the site. All right, cool. We'll come over to our console, paste in the code, let the whole thing run. We get 1 entry. We go reload homepage, and it does the redirect. That's exactly what we're looking for. So that's how you can do a redirect in SharePoint Online. And for research purposes, we tested 5 methods, finding one that will cover us very well. Thanks for watching.